Welcome to the Weather Centre on Tuesday, where things remain dry over the western part of South Africa, but we're expecting some cloud along the northern and western Cape Coast. A weak cold front cools things off over the southern part of South Africa, but things remain hot over the rest of the country, and we'll see a band of isolated thundershowers extend across the country in the afternoon and evening, with some light rain or drizzle along the eastern Cape Coast on Tuesday night. Things remain dry in the northeast, though, with a partly cloudy and hot Tuesday in store. The South African Weather Service have issued a warning for a high fire danger rating, with runaway fires possible within the shade of red. Here's our rainfall probability map for the day, with a slight possibility of thundershowers over Limpopo. And here's that band of isolated thundershowers extending across South Africa all the way through to the southeastern interior, with a 40% chance of light rain or drizzle on Tuesday night, and that's mainly along the eastern Cape Coast as well as for the adjacent lying interior. It's a hot day for the majority of South Africa, 28 degrees for Johannesburg and Bethlehem, 31 as we head into Bloemfontein, Mahikeng and Pretoria, 34 degrees for Pietermaritzburg and Richards Bay, 27 for Vredendal and East London, mild for George at only 22 degrees, with Cape Town and Port Elizabeth expecting maximums in the mid-20s. Along the west coast, we're expecting poor beach conditions for Alexander Bay, with a strong south-southeasterly wind. A fresh southerly wind is forecast for Namaqualand and Langebaan, both with moderate beach conditions. Along the west coast, we'll see a 2-metre southwesterly swell with a swell period of 12 seconds. In the southwest, good beach conditions are expected for Hermanus and Cape Agulhas, with a light to moderate southwesterly wind. A fresh southerly wind is forecast for False Bay, with a fresh southeaster for the Cape Town Atlantic side. In the southwest, we're expecting a 2-metre southwesterly swell with wave heights between 2 and 3 feet. Moderate beach conditions are expected for Mussel Bay and Plettenberg Bay, with a fresh southwesterly wind, with poor beach conditions and a strong southwester for Jeffreys Bay and Port Elizabeth. Along the south coast, we'll see a 2.5-metre swell with wave heights between 3 and 5 feet. Along the east coast, good beach conditions are expected for the Wild Coast, with a moderate northeasterly wind, a strong southwesterly wind gusts in East London, so poor beach conditions there, with fresh northeasterly winds in the forecast for Durban and Richards Bay. And along the east coast, we'll see a 2-metre swell with wave heights between 2 and 3 feet. That's all from the Weather Centre for now. Have a lovely Tuesday.